Podcast title: How to Successfully Lose All Your Money Chasing the Stock Market Top. Now that stock market has gone up, you will buy the top only to see it plummet. Welcome back, my financially questionable friends. You've tuned into Buy High, Sell Low, the ultimate guide to financial catastrophe, the podcast where we throw caution and all of our money straight into the wind of market euphoria. Today's episode is a public service announcement for those of you who yesterday have looked at the stock market, seen those green arrows, and thought to yourselves, this looks like the perfect time to dump my entire life savings into stocks at an all-time high. Because why not? It's human nature. Who doesn't love the adrenaline rush of buying into an overinflated bubble like it's the last pair of designer jeans on sale at the mall, right before the fashion industry decides skinny jeans are out and cargo shorts are back in? Now, I know what you're thinking, hey, isn't this market just going to keep going up forever? Sure. Just like my faith in humanity when I saw people panic buying toilet paper at the beginning of the pandemic. I mean, obviously the market will defy gravitational pull and Newton's laws, right? Forget that what goes up must come down. This is the stock market, not physics. So here's the plan: you are going to long the top. And I don't mean just dip our toes in. No. You are diving headfirst into the deep end of the pool wearing cement shoes and a blindfold. Because why settle for logical, calculated risk when you can experience financial skydiving without a parachute? Let me paint a picture for you. You wake up groggy from a night of binge watching conspiracy theories about how the government controls interest rates with alien technology. You grab your phone, scroll through Reddit, and there it is, the meme stock of the day on the front page of Wall Street Bets. Some 19-year-old with a username like StoneWarrior69 has just posted a graph in MS Paint claiming that this Nasdaq is going to the moon, and you, my friend, are going to hitch a ride on that rocket, baby. But hold on. Before you hit buy, let's have a little reflection moment. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this really a smart move? The answer is, of course, no. But when did smart decisions ever make for good stories? Smart is for accountants and people who read the fine print. You're here to live on the edge. You're here for the thrill of watching your trading account do a perfect swan dive like an Olympic diver without the part where they come back up for air. Now, let's fast forward to the next morning. You wake up again, but this time with a pit in your stomach. Your eyes are barely open and you groggily reach for your phone, dreading what you're about to see. You open your stock trading app and bam, there it is. Red. Everywhere. Your portfolio looks like a crime scene in a bad Netflix documentary. At first you think it's just a dip. No big deal. Diamond hands, baby, but after a few days of this dip, your portfolio is starting to look like it's auditioning for a role as the Titanic in a historical reenactment. And then it hits you, you've officially bought the top. You didn't just long the top, you married it. You're in a committed relationship with the top. You took the top out to dinner, gave it a ring, and now you're stuck watching it walk out the door with all your money while leaving you with nothing but a crumpled receipt and a heavy dose of regret. Now don't get me wrong, you could have gone the boring route, the sensible route, and done something like, I don't know, invest in index funds and diversify, but who has time for that when you could be riding the roller coaster of financial ruin? You might even get desperate. You'll consider selling at a loss, but deep down you can't shake that glimmer of hope. You'll whisper to yourself it'll come back, right? Like when you send that risky text message to your ex at 2 a.m., hoping for a response, but knowing deep down the only thing you're getting is heartache. Spoiler alert, it doesn't come back. But don't worry, you're not alone. Somewhere out there, thousands of other brave souls are also clutching onto the sinking ship with you. You'll find solace in online forums with names like Bagholder Anonymous, where people post memes of themselves crying into empty wallets while eating Maggi noodles for dinner. But hey, it's not all bad. You'll have a new story to tell. Forget the stories of people who made millions in the market. You'll be the hero of your own financial tragedy. Think of it this way. You've just earned a PhD in market psychology, and the lesson you've learned is simple: never ever trust a random guy on the internet named StoneWarrior69 or believing something like stock market is going to rally till Fed pivot. Oh, and let's not forget, just as you mentally accepted your loss, here comes your uncle at the next family gathering. You know the one, the guy who claims he called the crash but doesn't even know how to log into his brokerage account. He'll sidle up to you, take a sip of his warm beer, and say you should have shorted the market, kid. That's where the real money is, and at that moment you'll resist the urge to throw yourself into a time machine and short his entire personality. So my dear listeners, as we wrap up today's show, remember life is about the journey, not the destination. And if your journey involves blowing your trading accounts on late rallies, well, at least you've got one heck of a story to tell when you're 80 years old, sitting in your rocking chair, explaining to your grandkids why their inheritance went up in flames because you YOLO'd your savings into a SPAC. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Buy High, Sell Low. Remember to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and send me your funniest market meltdown stories. And who knows, maybe I'll read them on the next episode. Until then, keep those diamond hands strong, but don't forget to wear a helmet when you inevitably crash and burn.